How old are you? 4? 8? Are you 10? I'm going to tell you a true story of a woman who was born more than 100 years ago. It's a story about forgiving others, even our enemies. This story is about Corrie ten Boom. Corrie lived in Holland, a country in Europe, far away from here. Corrie had 2 sisters and a brother, and was the youngest child in her family. Her father was a watch repairman. Corrie wanted to learn how to fix broken watches and clocks, and she spent many hours in her father's quiet workshop. Corrie lived in a country like ours, where she and her family were free to worship God. However, all of this changed when war broke out in Europe and angry soldiers were sent to Corrie's town. The soldiers were unkind to many people, but especially the Jews. The Jews are God's chosen people in the Bible and are called Israelites. When the angry soldiers came to Corrie's town, they mistreated the Jews and put them in prison. Not only did this make God sad, but it made the ten Boom family sad. They loved God and his people very much, so they began hiding Jews in a secret room in their house so the soldiers could not find them. This secret room was hidden behind a wall of bricks that looked just like a wall. The soldiers could not see or hear them because they hid many people in this room and other rooms. Their house was called the hiding place. Many Jews and those who loved the Jews came to Corrie's house to ask for help. Corrie and her family would help these people and give them a place to stay. They did not have a lot of food, but they shared all that they had. Corrie and her family held church services for the Jews hiding in their house. Corrie loved God's people so much that she risked her life to save them. One day, the soldiers found out that Corrie and her family were hiding Jews, which was against the law. They captured Corrie and her family, and they had to leave their home. Even though they were very lonely, God was with them, and they trusted him. While they were at the prison camp, Corrie and her sister Betsy told many people about God. On Christmas Day, after Corrie had been at the prison camp for almost a year, Corrie was released. She was free. She had lost her family during this time, but she knew about forgiveness. She remembered that Jesus died on the cross for her sins, and that he forgave her. She knew that she must do the same. She forgave her enemies, the soldiers, for being unkind to the Jews and to her family. Corrie showed God's love to others, even to her enemies, though they were not kind to her. Corrie traveled the world, sharing her story with many people. She also wrote many books about her experience. She wanted the world to know that she loved God so much that she risked her life to help his people. Corrie also wanted the world to know about God's love for everyone and that he sent his son Jesus to forgive them of their sins. And that was why she was able to forgive. It's hard to forgive others sometimes, isn't it? But it helps to remember courageous people like Corrie, how she had strength from God to forgive others. The next time someone does something unkind to you and your feelings are hurt, remember Corrie ten Boom and ask God to make you strong like her, to forgive others, and remember how Jesus has forgiven you.